reciban la más cordial de las bienvenidas a esta clase de inglés en esta noche. Estamos transmitiendo esta noche a través de Instagram, TikTok, YouTube y Facebook. Así que en cualquiera de estas redes sociales me puede encontrar como @mr.restituyo. @mr.restituyo. Así que vamos de inmediato en esta noche a dar la bienvenida a nuestros alumnos a través de Zoom. Hello, how are you doing tonight?
Hello, Mr. Restituyo.
Hello, Mr. Siret, how are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Good evening.
Good. Hello, Miss Stephanie Carvalho. So how was your day today?
Good evening.
How was your day today?
Excellent.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Vamos a dar un par de minutos a que los demás se conecten.
I'm not be one of your clothes. My room's looking is bothering me.
Okay, well, let's begin. La semana pasada nosotros vimos reported speech, right?
Reported speech.
And I promised you last week, y yo le prometí la semana pasada, that tonight we were going to see reported question, okay? Así que esta noche vamos a continuar con el segundo tema que es reported question. What is reported question? Reported question es cuando nosotros le reportamos a otra persona lo que alguien nos preguntó. So, la semana pasada les explicaba reported speech. ¿Qué es reported speech? Cuando yo le reporto a Eddie lo que Stephanie me dijo. What I tell Eddie what Stephanie said, that is a reported speech. Now, what is a reported question? A reported question is when I tell Eddie what Stephanie asked me. So it's reporting a question to another person. Okay, so that's what we are going to learn tonight. Eso es lo que vamos a aprender esta noche. We are going to learn how to report questions. Vamos a aprender esta noche cómo reportar preguntas. Okay, so let's begin. Are you ready? El silencio me preocupa.
El micrófono está apagado a lo mejor.
Okay, okay.
Sí.
So we have reported questions. Okay, reported question. What is a reported question? A reported question is when we report what somebody else asked. So a reported question is when we report what somebody else asked. So reported question es cuando reportamos lo que alguien más preguntó. For example, I asked Stephanie. How do you feel? I asked Stephanie, how do you feel? Then
I feel good.
good, very good, Stephanie. Good. So Stephanie is going to report the question that I asked her. She's going to report that question to me ladies. So I need a shorter name. Let's say Eddie. So Stephanie report the question to Eddie. She said, Eddie, Mr. Rest, let's make my last name shorter because it's too long. Mr. Restituyo asked me how. Now, this do is going to disappear. Why? Because it's not a question anymore. You see, do disappears because it's not a question anymore. It's the report of a question. Because it is not a question, we don't need to use do. But remember last week I told you that when we report a speech, if the speech is in present, then we have to report the speech in past. So that's the same rule for reported questions. When we report questions, we have to apply the same rules that we apply when we report speeches. If the question is in present, then you have to report the question in simple past. So you say, Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asked me, Mr. Restituyo asked me how I felt. You see, there is no question mark because it is not a question anymore. It's the report of a question. So let me ask the question to Stephanie, and then Stephanie, you are going to report it to Eddie. Stephanie, how do you feel?
Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asked me how I felt.
Excellent. Very nice. So that's the first introduction to reported questions tonight. Esta es la primera introducción a la reported question esta noche. Take a picture, please. Tomen una foto, por favor. May I continue?
Have a question.
Yes, Stephanie?
Why I can't answer Mr. Restituyo asked me how I feel in present? Why I can't use like how I feel?
Because if I ask you the question now, for example, I ask you this question now, and then you report it to Eddie, there is a lapse of time. Hay un lapso de tiempo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So lo que yo dije ya es pasado. Lo que yo
Okay.
pregunté ya es pasado. It's past already. Oh, Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asked me how I felt. Now, if you say, Mr. Restituyo asked me how I feel, that's fine. But it should be in past. Like, for example, you could say, Mr. Restituyo asked me how I feel. That's fine. But according to the English grammar, when we report speech or a question, we report it in past if it is in present. Unless what you are asked, what you are reporting is permanent. For example, if I say, are you Brazilian? Are you Brazilian? Then that's something that doesn't change, right?
Yes.
It's permanent. You are Brazilian today, you will be Brazilian tomorrow, so that doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something permanent. So you say, Mr. Restituyo asked me if I am Brazilian. You don't say, Mr. Restituyo asked me if I was Brazilian. But when we talk about feeling is something temporary, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because it is something temporary, then you must report it in past. Now, if I ask you, Stephanie, do you have a brother? If you have a brother, is that something temporary or permanent?
Permanent.
Hermano.
So you say, Mr. Restituyo asked me if I have a brother. You don't have to apply the rule of the tenses. You just say, Mr. Restituyo asked me if I have a brother. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now, please take a picture. May I continue?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Stephanie, where are you from in Brazil?
Goiás.
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 Goiás, okay. Is that very far from Sao Paulo?
A little bit. Yeah. It's central.
Oh, it's
Central
central.
Brazil.
Yeah, because Brazil is very big.
Yeah, it's close to Brazil, to Brasilia, the capital.
Okay.
I came from.
Now we have rule number one. Rule number one. Rule number one. If the question is in simple present, we report it in simple past. Can you read that, Miledis? Miledis, can you read that?
No lo veo bien. Is the question is in simple present?
Simple present.
Simple present. We report in if
Simple
in
past.
simple past.
Repeat after me, Miledis. Simple.
Yeah. Simple.
Simple. Yes. Good.
Simple. Simple
Good.
present.
Simple
we report
past.
in simple past. Okay.
Now,
Simple. Simple.
because this question to you, you're going to report it to Cruz. Okay, Cruz. Cruz. Mr. Rest, how I felt. You see, you reported the question in past because the rule says that if the question is in simple present, you must report it in simple past. So let me see. Stephanie, how is your mother? How is your mother? Report it to Christina Aguilar.
Christina, my mother is fine.
No, no. Mr. Restituyo asked me.
Nunca doing.
Oh, Mr. Restituyo asked me, how was my mother?
How my mother was.
How my mother was.
Excellent. Okay. Now, Christina Aguilar, how are you today? How are you? How are you? How are you? Report it to Fatima Almonte. Christina is going to report to Fatima. Christina, how are you? I think Christina is busy. Eddie, how are you?
I'm fine.
No, report the question to Fatima.
Fatima, Mr. Restituyo asked me how I feel.
How I was.
How I was.
How I was.
How I was.
Excellent. Good. Now, Roman, what do you have in your pocket? What do you have in your pocket? What do you have in your pocket? Report it to Nairobi Almonte.
Hi, Mr. Restituyo.
Hello.
Recién entré. No, sorry, no.
Okay, no problem, Victor. Okay, so just listen to your classmates, okay? So, Norma, what do you have in your purse? What do you have in your purse? ¿Qué tiene usted en su cartera? Report it to Nairobi.
Nairobi. Mr. Restituyo say.
No, no say. Mr. Restituyo asked me.
Ay, perdón. Mr. Restituyo asked me, what do you... A ver.
El do desaparece porque ya no es pregunta, ese es reporte de una pregunta.
Mr. Restituyo asked me, how, ¿no?
What?
What do you...
El do desaparece.
Teacher, acabo de entrar yo también, pero traté de hacerlo.
No se preocupe, pero vamos, así se va equivocando y la va corrigiendo.
Sí,
So,
sí.
El do desaparece, vamos. Mr. Restituyo asked me what?
Mr. Restituyo asked me, ahí le tengo que preguntar.
What?
What
I
I
have in my book.
No, déjala que piense. Déjala que pose la mente. What I
que tengo yo en mi package.
que yo tenía en mi cartera. What
What I was.
I had
What I had
in my purse.
in my purse.
Ahora vamos a hacerlo de nuevo. Norma, what do you have in your purse? Report it.
Okay. Mr. Restituyo.
¿A quién le va a reportar? A Nairobi.
Nairobi. Mr. Restituyo asked me what I had my purse.
In my purse. Good job. Very good, Norma. Good job. Okay. Now, Fatima.
Sí.
What does Amy have? What does Amy have? What does Amy have? Report it to Stephanie.
Stephanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me, se me olvidó la pregunta.
What does Amy have?
What does Amy have?
El dos desaparece.
What Amy have?
Had. Excellent. What Amy had. Good job, Fatima. Okay, good. Now, Stephanie, where is the book? Where is the book? Report it to Eddie. Where is the book?
Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asked me where was.
Report it to Luz Daddy.
Luz Daddy, Mr. Restituyo asked me what was the chair?
Where the chairs were.
Where the chair
Were.
were.
Excellent. Good. Now, I see some people with Yesenia. Is that Yesenia? Moto G 5G. Is that Yesenia?
No, it's Eddie.
Moto G is me. Yeah.
Okay.
How Mr. Restituyo, I want to put in my name. How I get there?
I don't know how you do it permanently, but you know, I'm going to change it for now for you. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
iPhone. Who is iPhone? Who is iPhone? Who is iPhone?
Restituyo, no sé si es el mío.
Sí.
Sí, ajá, sí. Ujú.
Are you available to participate?
Ujú. Bueno, quiero saber bien de qué están hablando.
Si está, oh, no,
Acabo de
pero
entrar.
está disponible. Are you available? ¿Está disponible?
Ujú.
Good. Now, Melanie, what do you have for lunch? What do you have for lunch? What do you have for lunch? Report it to Cruz. Maybe Cruz is ready now. What do you have for lunch, Melanie?
Cruz. Oh my God.
Mr. Restituyo asked me.
Mr. Restituyo asked me, where was
I had
I had lunch
for lunch.
for lunch.
Good, that's it. Okay, so let's practice again, Melanie. What do you have for lunch? Report it to Cruz.
Cruz, Mr. Restituyo asked me, what was lunch?
I had
I had
for lunch.
for lunch.
Good. Cruz, are you ready, Cruz?
Yes.
What do you drink after lunch? What do you drink after lunch? Report it to Jackie.
Jackie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I drank
For lunch. After lunch.
after lunch. Yeah.
Excellent. Very nice. Okay. Take a picture, please. Take a picture. Are you ready?
No, espérate, teacher. One sec. Yes, I'm ready.
Now, let me show you this. Let me show you this. How do you feel? Is do an auxiliary verb or just an auxiliary? Do is only an auxiliary. Because do is only an auxiliary, do is going to disappear completely. You see? Because do is only an auxiliary, then it disappears completely. But for example, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? The auxiliary in this question is are. Now, what kind of auxiliary is are? Is an auxiliary verb. Because are is an auxiliary verb, when I report that question, look what happens. You see verb to be in this case are disappears as an auxiliary. You see, it's not here anymore. But then it continues working as a verb. Verb to be disappears as an auxiliary, but it continues working in the sentence as a verb. So when the auxiliary is both auxiliary and verb, when you report the question, it disappears as an auxiliary, but it continues working in the sentence as a verb. How do we do that? We change it, we move it from the position that it occupied before in the sentence, before the subject, and we put it after the subject. So that's what I did. In the question, the auxiliary verb are is before the subject, but in the reported question, it is after the subject. So take a picture. Lo que estoy diciendo es, fíjense bien, en esta pregunta, how do you feel, el auxiliar es do. Al reportar esa pregunta, el do desaparece completamente, porque do es solo auxiliar. Yo he escuchado a muchos maestros en las redes sociales decir que do es un verbo auxiliar. Y ese es uno de los disparates más grandes que he escuchado. Do no es un verbo auxiliar. Cuando el do que usamos en pregunta es un auxiliar y solamente auxiliar. Ahora, el verbo to do, hacer, es un verbo nada más. ¿Cómo yo puedo demostrarle eso? Muy fácil, pero no estamos en ese tópico en este momento y no quiero desviarme del tópico porque entonces perdemos todo el hilo de la enseñanza de esta noche. Pero cuando una cosa es do el auxiliar y otra cosa es el verbo to do. Cuando usamos a do como el verbo hacer, do no es verbo auxiliar, es simplemente un verbo. ¿Cómo sabemos que el verbo hacer no es auxiliar? Bueno, porque los verbos auxiliares no se niegan con don't. Los únicos verbos que se niegan con don't son los verbos simples. Ahora, si usted me dice a mí, I do exercise, yo hago ejercicio, en forma negativa, ¿cómo sería? I don't do exercise. ¿Se da usted cuenta? Para usted negar a do, tiene que usar a don't. Todo verbo que usted tenga que usar a don't para negarlo es un verbo simple. Los únicos verbos que se niegan con don't son... Hay un micrófono abierto. Los únicos verbos que se niegan con don't son los verbos simples. Así que si usted dice I don't do exercise, eso quiere decir que do es un verbo simple. Entonces, pero aquí este do es un auxiliar. Como do es solamente auxiliar, al reportar la pregunta, ese do desaparece. Ahora, how are you feeling? ¿Cómo está usted sintiéndose? El auxiliar en esta pregunta es are, pero ¿qué clase de auxiliar es are? Es auxiliar y a la vez es verbo. Como es auxiliar y a la vez es verbo, como auxiliar desaparece, pero como verbo sigue trabajando. ¿Cómo hacemos eso? Lo movemos. Antes estaba antes del sujeto, ahora lo colocamos después del sujeto. Take a picture, please. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
auxiliary in both questions. Can you identify the auxiliary in the first question? Does. Can you identify the auxiliary in question number 2?
Can.
Can. Good. What is the difference between does and can? Does is only auxiliary, right? Does es solamente auxiliar. But can is not only auxiliary. Can is also a verb. So if I want to report this question, I say, Luz. I'm going to report the question to Luz. Luz. Eddie asked me, what you see does disappears. Why does it disappear? Because it's only an auxiliary, right? What Kim ate? You see, when I report the question, el auxiliar does desaparece. ¿Por qué? Porque does es solo auxiliar. You see, can disappears as an auxiliary, right? It disappears as an auxiliary. But then it continues working as a verb. It continues working as a verb. So what we did was we just changed the position of can. You got it? Please take a picture. El can desapareció como auxiliar, pero sigue trabajando como verbo. May I continue?
Yes, teacher.
Where do they eat?
What do they eat?
Where will they eat? Can you identify the auxiliary?
Do, y will.
Will.
What is the difference between do and will? Well, do is only an auxiliary. So when I report that question, do is going to disappear completely, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I report this question, will not disappear completely. Why not? Because will is not only an auxiliary, it is also a modal. It's a modal auxiliary. Aquí, si yo reporto esta pregunta, el do va a desaparecer completamente. ¿Por qué? Porque es simplemente un auxiliar. Pero el will no desaparece por completo, porque Will es un auxiliar muy especial. Es auxiliar, pero también es un modal. No es un verbo, es un modal. Usted dirá, ¿y qué diferencia hay entre modal y verbo? Los verbos son verbos, pero los modales no son verbos. Ellos son palabras que expresan junto con un verbo, expresan alguna categoría. En la categoría de will es futuro. Cuando yo uso a will con otro verbo, lo que estoy expresando es futuro. Entonces eso es un modal. Entonces, los modales son palabras que se usan con verbos para expresar categorías. Para expresar, por ejemplo, si yo digo I can swim, can es un verbo auxiliar, pero también es un modal auxiliar. Es ambas cosas. Porque can es un verbo, es el verbo poder. Pero can también expresa una categoría que se llama habilidad. So, cuando yo digo I can swim, can es un verbo auxiliar, pero a la vez es un modal que está expresando que yo tengo la habilidad para nadar. Does that make sense to you? ¿Tiene sentido eso, verdad? Entonces, will no es un verbo, pero es un modal auxiliar. Como auxiliar va a desaparecer, pero como modal que expresa futuro va a seguir trabajando en la oración. Okay? So, let me explain this. So, Luciel asked me. Luciel me preguntó, ¿dónde? Where? ¿Qué hacemos con el do? ¿Lo cambiamos de lugar o lo desaparecemos?
Desaparece.
Desaparece.
Desaparece el do. Luciel asked me where they ate. Luciel me preguntó dónde ellos comieron. Now, if I report this question, I say, Luz, can you help me? ¿Pueden ayudarme?
Luz.
Mr. Restituyo asked me.
Ask me.
Luciel fue que me preguntó. Luciel asked me.
Ask me
Where
they will.
Excellent, they will. El do, el will desapareció como auxiliar, ¿verdad que sí? Pero como modal sigue trabajando. Fíjense bien, como auxiliar,
desapareció.
pero como modal sigue trabajando. Luciel asked me where they will eat. Take a picture, please. May I continue? Esto es lo que se llama gramática fuerte de inglés. Y muy rara vez usted encuentra en las redes sociales a alguien que se disponga a explicar todas estas cosas. Lo irónico es que a ninguna de las plataformas les interesa que usted haga un trabajo profesional. Yo veo personas que salen diciendo muchos disparates en las redes sociales, a veces cantando, otras veces bailando, cosas tontas. Y eso se va viral. Pero al igual que yo, hay otros profesionales que comparten contenido muy valioso como este. Y las redes sociales, ese trabajo valioso que hacen algunos profesionales, no les importa nada. porque vivimos en una sociedad donde la alta élite quiere que las personas sigan siendo ignorantes. Por lo tanto, todo lo que tenga que ver educación, ellos lo bloquean. Por ejemplo, en este en vivo deberían haber miles de personas conectadas, porque esto es para superación. Pero a las redes sociales, que forman parte de todo el sistema de la alta élite, a ellos no les interesa que las personas se eduquen, sino que sigan siendo tontos, ignorantes, porque de esa forma pueden manipularlos. Una persona estudiada, nadie la puede manipular. Y conoceréis la verdad y la verdad os hará libre. En
Amén.
otras palabras, y conoceréis la verdad, adquiriréis la verdad, la información, y seréis fuerte, inmanipulable. Vamos a practicar un poquito esta gramática antes de seguir profundizando. Le voy a dar, I'm going to give you some questions which I want you to report. ¿Quién le preguntó eso a usted? Leo. Usted va a decir, Leo, Mr. Restituyo me preguntó dónde yo trabajé o trabajo. Take your time. Tome su tiempo. Let me know when you're ready. Me dejan saber cuando estén listos. Pues bien, amigos de Facebook, YouTube, TikTok y también Instagram. Como ustedes pueden ver, estamos transmitiendo hoy el tópico.
Mr. Restituyo.
Dígame.
¿Usted podría ayudarme? ¿Cómo se ancla en el Samsung?
En el
Porque
Samsung, no sé en el Samsung, pero creo que tiene que darle 2 tap. Intente dándole 2 tap a donde yo estoy.
¿El lado derecho?
Donde estoy yo. Solamente donde estoy yo en la pantalla. Dele tap 2 veces. A ver si se abre la ventanilla. ¿Se abrió la ventana?
Sí, veo aquí donde se ancla. Yo no veo el ancla.
Dice anclaje o pin. En inglés pin. Entonces tome una foto ahí para que la tenga. Tome una foto.
Sí, ya la tengo.
Ok. Pues bien, amigos de YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, estamos en esta noche hablando sobre preguntas reportadas. ¿Cómo reportar preguntas? Espero que esta clase sea útil en su aprendizaje del idioma inglés. Quiero pedirle a todos que le den tap a la pantalla, denle tap a la pantalla para que más personas se conecten al en vivo. También compartan el en vivo a través de sus redes sociales y a través de sus contactos en WhatsApp. Espero que esta enseñanza sea útil en su aprendizaje. Voy a leer comentarios de algunas personas que hayan escrito. Dice Nessa Ávila, Leo asked me where I work. Kim asked me where I will work. Excelente, Nessa Ávila. Muy bien, excelente, magnífico. Si desean aprender inglés con nosotros, pues aquí está nuestra página web, www.bli-delmedious.com. No importa en qué país del mundo usted se encuentra, usted puede aprender inglés con nosotros desde cualquier rincón del mundo a través de Zoom. Son 2 horas diarias de lunes a jueves, horarios a escoger. Tenemos horarios en la mañana, en la tarde y en la noche. El último es de 9 a 11. Así que visite nuestra página web www.bli-delmedious.com. Quienes nos sintonizan a través de TikTok es mucho más fácil. Vayan a mi perfil en TikTok. En mi perfil en TikTok van a ver una mano que señala una página web. Dele clic a esa página web y ahí le va a llevar a Linktree y ahí usted va a tener varias opciones. Si quiere inscribirse en nuestro programa, le da clic a la primera opción. Si quiere adquirir mi libro de fonología, le da a segunda opción y así sucesivamente. Ahora, si desean más información sobre nuestro programa de inglés, llámenos o escríbanos al 908-567-5350. 908-567-5350. Si nos escribe desde algún país fuera de Estados Unidos, primero marca el signo de más, luego el 1 y luego marca 908-567-5350. Escríbanos sus preguntas, con mucho gusto le contestaremos. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Melanie, can you do number 1? Melanie, number 1.
Está apagado el micrófono por si acaso.
Leo, Mr. Restituyo asked me where I work.
Excellent. Como pueden ver, al reportarla, Miledis desapareció el auxiliar. ¿Ok? Luciel, Melanie, number 2.
Leo, Mr. Restituyo asked me.
No, Kim.
Where? Sorry?
Kim.
Kim. Kim, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I write. No, sorry. Where I will work.
Excelente. Fíjense bien. El will cambió de posición. El will simplemente cambió de posición. ¿Por qué? Porque es un modal auxiliar. Jackie, number 3, Jackie.
Leo, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I write.
What I wrote.
Wrote.
Como pueden ver, Jackie desapareció el do totalmente. Excellent. Cristina Aguilar, can you do number 4? Cristina parece que está busy. De los que no han participado, who can do number 4?
I can do.
Okay.
Kim, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I could write.
Excellent. ¿Qué fue lo que hizo Stephanie? Ella cambió la posición. Stephanie changed the position of can. Why? Because can is an auxiliary verb and is a modal auxiliary too. Okay? Okay, who can do number 5? Who can do number 5?
Oh, Mr. Restituyo asked me who you called.
Ask me who
you called.
Who I will. Who I called. Como pueden ver, Cruz desapareció a do totalmente. Who can do number 6?
King, Mr. Restituyo asked me who were calling.
Algo está mal ahí. Repítalo de nuevo.
King, Mr. Restituyo asked me who I was calling.
Who I was calling.
Yeah. Sí, porque está hablando de mí.
¿Qué fue lo que hizo? El verbo to be desapareció como auxiliar. Estaba aquí antes del sujeto. Ahora lo colocamos después del sujeto. Who I was calling. Please take a picture. Can I continue? May I erase the board?
Yes, teacher.
Rule number 2. Rule number 2. If the question is in present progressive, we report it in past progressive. Who can read that? ¿Quién puede leer eso?
If the question is in present progressive, we report it in past progressive.
Excellent. What is Amy eating? ¿Qué está Amy comiendo? As you can see, this question is in present progressive. Como ustedes pueden ver, esta pregunta está en presente progresivo. Since this question is in present progressive, I'm going to report it in past progressive. So I say, I'm going to report it to Luz. Se la voy a reportar a Luz Dari. Luz. Ed es Eddie, para más corto, porque el corto de Eddie es Ed. Ed asked me, what ¿qué pasa con is? ¿Lo desaparezco o lo cambio de posición?
Was. What Amy was.
It changes the position, right? What Amy
was
eating. Was ate.
What Amy was eating. So as you can see, I reported the question in past progressive. Why? Because the question was in present progressive. So when the question is in present progressive, we must report it in past progressive. So let me see. Stephanie, what is your brother drinking? What is your brother drinking? Report it to Jackie.
Jackie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my brother was drinking.
Excellent. Very nice. Jackie, what are they doing? What are they doing? Report it to Norma. What are they doing?
Norma, Mr. Restituyo asked me what no, ya me confundí. Okay. Okay. Mr. Restituyo asked me what are they doing?
What they were, what they were, what they were. Donde está Amy pone they. Donde está was pone were.
Sorry.
Do it again, Jackie. Don't worry. Norma. Norma, yes.
Norma, Mr. Restituyo asked me, what are they?
What, el are cambia de lugar y se convierte en were.
What they were doing.
Excellent. Very good, Jackie. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Norma, what is your mother cooking? What is your mother cooking? Report it to Eddie, please.
Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asks me what you.
My mother.
My mother. What my mother. En todo caso es what
my mother
was cooking.
Good, good. Eddie, what is your sister watching on TV? What is your sister watching on TV? Report it to Fatima, please. To Fatima Almonte. Eddie is busy, I think. So, who can report it to Fátima Almonte? ¿Quién puede reportarle la pregunta a Fátima? Melanie, report the question to Fátima Almonte.
Repítala, teacher, por favor.
What is your sister watching on TV?
Fátima?
Yes.
Fátima, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister was watching TV.
Watching on TV. Good, good. Very
Watching
good,
on TV.
Melanie. Good. Now, Fátima Almonte, what is your mother listening to? What is your mother listening to? Report it to Fátima Vera.
Fátima Vera, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my mother. No entendí la pregunta, teacher.
What is your mother listening to?
What my mother listen to.
Something is wrong there, Fátima. Algo está mal. Piénsela de nuevo.
Mr. Restituyo asked me what my mother was listening
to. Was listening to. Excellent. Very nice. Okay. Now, Fátima Veras, what is your husband fixing? What is your husband fixing? Please report it to Luz Dari. What is your husband fixing?
Okay. Good evening. Luz Dari, Mr. Restituyo asked me what
my husband
was fixing.
Excellent. Very nice. Now, Luz Dari, what is your friend drinking? What is your friend drinking? Please report it to Stephanie Carvacho.
Stephanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my friend was drinking.
Excellent, Luz Dari. Now, Stephanie, what is your dog biting? What is your dog biting? Please report it to Miledis.
Miledis, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my dog was biting.
Excellent. Now, Miss Lady, what is your brother waiting for? What is your brother waiting for? Please report it to Juana. Waiting for.
Juana and Mr. Restituyo asked me what my brother was waiting for.
Excellent. Juana, what is your father teaching? What is your father teaching? Please report it to Roman, Victor Roman.
Victor Roman, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father was teaching.
Excellent. Victor Roman, what is your mother cooking? What is your mother cooking? Report it to Norma, please.
Norma, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my mother was cooking.
Excellent. Very nice. You see how simple it is? You know, at the beginning of our class tonight, it looked, it seemed to be a hard topic, right? But now as we progress, you can understand much more, right? And it doesn't look as difficult as it looked before the beginning, right? Please take a picture. Angélica, gracias. Muchas gracias, Angélica. Muy bien, take a picture. Mientras toman la foto, permítame decirle a los amigos de las redes sociales que somos BLI, Broad Language Institute, una escuela de inglés en los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica. Quien le habla, Milton Restituyo, soy profesor de lingüística con más de 37 años de carrera, autor publicado y reconocido por la Biblioteca del Congreso de los Estados Unidos. Si usted me da 2 horas diarias de lunes a jueves y usted sigue nuestras instrucciones, usted en cuestiones de 14 meses va a poder decir soy 100% bilingüe. Esto no es un experimento, llevo más de 3 décadas haciéndolo en los Estados Unidos. Todo lo que necesito de usted son 2 horas diarias de lunes a jueves. Como usted puede escuchar, la mayoría de estas personas que usted escucha aquí en la clase de Zoom, la mayoría les conocí a través de las redes sociales. Digo la mayoría porque la señora Fátima la conozco de hace muchos años. También al señor Eri Siret y a la señora Melanie les conozco personalmente. Pero todos los demás les conocí a través de las redes sociales. Así que espero que al igual que ellos, también ustedes en algún momento se decidan y se conviertan en alumnos de Mr. Restituyo. Será para mí un gran honor, una bendición de parte de Dios poder servirle. Así que aquí está nuestro número de WhatsApp, 908-567-5350. 908-567-5350. Si nos escribe desde algún país fuera de los Estados Unidos, primero marca el signo de más, luego el 1, 908-567-5350. Nuestra página web www.bli-delmedious.com. Si está listo para inscribirse, vaya a mi perfil en TikTok, dele clic a la página que está debajo de la mano y ahí podrá inscribirse en nuestro programa de inglés. Rule number 3. Are you ready for rule number 3? El silencio me preocupa.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Good. So we have number 3, okay? Jessica está descansando porque está un poquito delicada de salud, pero de todo modo, yo la semana pasada les prometí a ustedes que hoy estaría con ustedes, ¿verdad? La semana pasada vimos la reported speech, discurso reportado, y esta semana le prometí que le iba a explicar reported question, y para el próximo martes les explicaré lo que son los reported commands, ¿ok? If the question is in simple past, if the question is in simple past, we report it in past perfect. Who can read that? ¿Quién puede leer eso? Stephanie, can you read that, Stephanie?
Yeah. If the question is in simple past, we report it in past perfect.
Thank you, Stephanie. Good. Se cayó TikTok. Deme un segundito. No quiero dejar a los amigos de TikTok fuera de la clase. A través de las redes sociales. Así que espero que al igual que ellos, también ustedes en algún... Cuando yo estaba en campaña política, el año pasado, estaba en campaña política, en mi campaña al Congreso de República Dominicana, fue que yo me percaté de más o menos la cantidad de gente que conoce a uno, ¿verdad? A través de las redes, porque la mayoría de estados que yo iba, tenía que viajar por todos los estados de la costa este, hablando sobre mi candidatura. Y en la mayoría de estados que iba, me salían gente que me conocían. Dice Mela que alguien dice que alguien está queriendo entrar a la clase, pero no lo veo.
Hay un alumno, no sé quién es, en el WhatsApp que pidió que lo dejen entrar al Zoom. A usted que lo acepte. No sé cuál es el alumno.
Ajá. But I don't see her. There is nobody in queue. Thank you, Melanie. No, she's not in the waiting room. There is nobody in the waiting room. Yeah. I don't know where she is at. Good. Okay, so
Dice que es Elizabeth la que quiere entrar.
Elizabeth, pero no hay nadie en la sala de espera.
Quizás, ¿será que está entrando desde la otra cuenta?
Es posible que esté entrando la otra.
Sí, es posible.
Sí. Jessica, maybe she is trying to join the other meeting. Okay, so, si la pregunta está en pasado simple, coma, la reportamos en pasado perfecto. So, I ask Fatima. I ask Fatima this question. What did Amy eat? What did Amy eat? As you can see, this question is in simple past. Como ustedes pueden ver, esta pregunta está en pasado simple. So, because it is in simple past, Fatima has to report it in past perfect, right? So, Fatima is going to report it to Luz. So, Fatima said, Luz, Mr. Rest asked me what. As you can see, did is going to disappear completely because it is only an auxiliary. So D disappears completely, right? Then what Amy had eaten. Listen and repeat. Luz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what Amy had eaten. El silencio me preocupa mucho. Repeat after me. Luz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what Amy had eaten.
What Amy,
Mr. Restituyo asked me what Amy had eaten.
What Amy
had
eaten.
Now, Eddie, what did your brother drink? What did your brother drink? Report it to Jackie.
Jackie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my brother
had drunk. Excellent.
Had drunk.
Now, Jackie, what did your father buy? What did your father buy? Report it to Melanie.
Melanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what
my father
had.
What my father.
Okay. Mr. Restituyo asked me what your mother.
What your father.
Okay, father. Es que como no está escrito me cuesta mucho entender.
No se preocupe, Jackie. No se preocupe. Tome su tiempo.
Your father. ¿Me puede repetir toda la pregunta, por favor?
What did your father drink?
Okay, your father drink. Okay.
Oh, no. What did your father buy? ¿Qué compró su padre?
Your father buy. Okay. Entonces sería, Luz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father had bought.
Excellent. Good. Melanie, What did your sister cook? What did your sister cook? Report it to Norma, please.
Repítame, teacher.
What did your sister cook?
Norma, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister had cooked.
Excellent. Norma, what did your brother eat? What did your brother eat? Report it to Fatima Vera.
¿A quién le voy a preguntar, teacher? Bueno, no importa.
What did your brother eat?
A Fátima. Ok. Fátima, Mr. Restituyo asked me what... Ay, me está apagando esto. What
my brother.
What my brother had eaten.
Excellent, Norma. Good. Fatima Vera, what did your daughter write? What did your daughter write? Report it to Fatima Almonte.
Okay. Fatima, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my daughter had written.
Excellent.
Written.
Fatima, what did your sister drink? What did your sister drink? Report it to Victor Roman.
Okay, Victor Roman. Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister had drunk.
Excellent. Victor, what did your father teach? What did your father teach? Report it to Juana.
Juana, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father had
taught. Excellent. Juana, what did your brother drive? What did your brother drive? Report it to Luz Daddy.
Luz Daddy, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my brother had driven.
Good. Good job. Now, Luz Daddy, what did you buy? What did you buy? Report it to Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, Mr. Restituyo asked me what me
I had
bidden.
What I had
bidden.
Bought. What I had bought.
Bought.
Now, Luz Daddy, sorry. ¿A quién le reportó? A Elizabeth. Elizabeth, what did you clean? What did you clean? Report it to Eddie.
Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what you cleaned.
I had cleaned. I had
cleaned.
Excellent. Eddie, what did you teach? Report it to Stephanie.
Stephanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I had
taught. Excellent. Stephanie, what did you see? What did you see? Please report it to Miledis.
Miledis, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I had seen.
Excellent. Milady, what did you watch? What did you watch? Report it to Cruz. Miledis, what did you watch? Report it to Cruz.
Cruz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I have
Watched.
watched.
Excellent. Cruz, what did you drive? What did you drive? Report it to Norma. Cruz, what did you drive? I think Cruz is busy. Has everybody participated in this cycle of questions?
Yes.
Good. Take a picture, please. Tome una foto. Are you ready? Number 3.
That's a no, ruler number 4, right?
Number 4.
No, number 4.
So, can you read that, Milady? Can you read that?
Is the question is in sample? ¿Cómo se dice futuro?
Simple future.
Sample future. We report.
Will.
It will work.
We would.
Would.
Excellent. So, si la pregunta está en futuro simple con will, nosotros la reportamos con would. For example, what will Amy drink? So, how would you report that? ¿Cómo reportaría eso? Por ejemplo, Luz. Mr. Restituyo asked me what Amy would drink. Listen and repeat. Luz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what Amy would drink.
Luz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what Amy would drink.
Excellent. Now, Norma, what will your brother eat for lunch? What will your brother eat for lunch? Report it to Fatima Almonte.
Fatima would eating.
Eat.
Eat.
Excellent. Fatima, what will your father buy? What will...
Fatima Vera, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father would buy.
Excellent. Fatima, what will your mother drive? What will your mother drive? Report it to Juana.
Okay. Juana, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my mother will drive.
Excellent. Now, Juana, what will your brother teach? What will your brother teach? Report it to Melanie.
Melanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what your brother would...
My brother.
What my brother would teach.
Excellent. Now, Melanie, where will your sister go? Where will your sister go? Report it to Stephanie.
Stephanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me where my sister would
Go.
George. No recordaba el
Excellent.
final.
Stephanie, who will your sister invite? Who will your sister invite to the party? Report it to Miss Lady.
Miss Lady, Mr. Restituyo asked me who my sister would invited.
Excellent, Miss Lady. When will your sister arrive? When will your sister arrive? Report it to Jackie, please.
When
¿Quién me dijo?
When will your sister arrive?
Pero no sé, bueno.
El verbo arrive, llegar.
No, ¿a quién me tengo que referir?
Jackie.
Disculpe. Jackie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what
When
my sister will arrive.
Excellent, very good, my ladies. Now, Jackie, what will your sister cook? What will your sister cook? Report it to Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, Mr. Restituyo asks me what will your sister creo que era.
What my sister would.
What my sister. Okay. Ask me what your sister
My
would
sister.
cook.
My sister would cook.
My sister
Would cook. Excellent. Good. Now, Elizabeth, where will your sister go? Where will your sister go? Report it to Eddie.
Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asked me where
My sister
go.
would go.
Would go.
Okay, Eddie, what will you eat for lunch? What will you eat for lunch? Report it to Luz Daddy.
Luz Daddy, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I will eat.
No.
Yes, what I would eat for lunch. Yes. Now, Luz Daddy, what will you drink? What will you drink? Report it to Victor Roman.
Victor, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I would drink.
Excellent. Victor, what will you buy? What will you buy? Report it to... ¿Quién falta? ¿Ya todos fueron? Report it to Cristina Aguilar.
Cristina Aguilar, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I would buy.
Excellent. Cristina, are you available? Cristina, ¿está disponible?
Yes, teacher.
What will you eat? What will you eat? Report it to Fatima.
Fatima, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I would take.
Excellent. Take a picture, please. Tomen una foto, por favor. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Number 5, okay? Who can read that? ¿Quién puede leer eso? ¿Quién puede leerlo?
If the question is in future progressive, we report it with would be plus ing.
ING.
ing, perdón.
ING.
For example, aquí dice, si la pregunta está en futuro progresivo, la vamos a reportar con would be más un verbo en ing. What will Kim be eating? What will Kim be eating? ¿Qué estará Kim comiendo? That question is in present, in future progressive, so we report it with would be. Look, ask me, what Kim would be, y ahora viene el verbo en ing. Eating. Listen and repeat. Luz, Ed asked me what Kim would be eating.
Luz asked me what Kim would be
teaching. What will your father be teaching? Report it to Milady.
Milady, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father would be teaching.
Excellent. Very nice. Now, miladies, what will your mother be cooking? What will your mother be cooking? Report it to Fatima Veras.
Fatima Vera, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my mother will be cooking.
Excellent. Very nice. Fatima, what will your daughter be playing? What will your daughter be playing? Report it to Melanie.
Melanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my daughter would be playing.
Excellent. Melanie, what will your sister be watching? What will your sister be watching? Report it to Juana.
Juana, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister would be watching.
Excellent. Juana, what will your brother be driving? What will your brother be driving? Report it to Norma.
Norma, Mr. Restituyo asked me what would be my brother driving.
What my brother would be driving.
What my brother would be driving.
Excellent, Juana. Good. Now, Norma, what will your brother be listening to? What will your brother listening to? Report it to Fatima Almonte.
Fatima, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my brother will be watching, me dijo. Teacher, I don't remember.
I would be driving.
I will be driving.
Fatima, what will your sister be cooking? What will your sister be cooking? Report it to Eddie.
Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister will be cooking.
Excellent. Eddie, what will your father be dancing? What will your father be dancing? Report it to Jackie.
Jackie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father would be driving?
Dancing.
Dancing.
Jackie, excellent. Now, Jackie, what will your brother be waiting for? What will your brother waiting for? Report it to Luz Daddy.
Because Daddy, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my brother would be waiting
For.
waiting for.
Excellent. Luz, what will your mother be eating? What will your mother be eating? Report it to Victor Roman.
Victor, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my mother would be. No, I don't remember the activity my mother eating.
Would be eating. Good, Luz. Now, Victor Roman, what will your father be watching? What will your father be watching? Report it to Cristina Aguilar.
Cristina Aguilar, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father will be watching.
Excellent. Cristina, where will your mother be going? Where will your mother be going? Report it to Cruz.
Cruz, Mr. Restituyo asked me where my mother will be going.
Excellent. Cristina, what will your father be teaching? What will your father be teaching? Report it to Cruz.
Cruz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father would be teaching.
Excellent. Cruz, where will your sister be going? Where will your sister?
Milton Restituyo asked me. Can you repeat the question?
Where will your sister be going?
Where my sister will be going.
Would be
going.
Excellent. Stephanie, what will your mother be cooking? What will your mother be cooking? Report it to Melanie.
Melanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my mother would be cooking.
Excellent. My sister.
Would be dancing.
No,
my
your sister.
Would be dancing.
Excellent. You ready?
Yes, teacher.
Now we have number 6. Number 6.
That's 5.
No, esa era la número 5.
Okay.
Number 6. Esa era la 5, ¿verdad que sí? Todo está correcto.
Sí, teacher.
El trabajo de enseñar es un trabajo de mucha paciencia.
Claro que sí.
Sí, mucha paciencia.
Claro
Sí.
que sí.
El que no tiene paciencia no puede dedicarse a enseñar, porque usted se imagina, usted se da cuenta las tantas veces que yo tengo que repetir la misma pregunta cada vez que introduzco una nueva regla, ¿verdad? ¿Cuánto hay conectado aquí? Hay 14. Tengo, cada vez que explico una regla, tengo que hacer 14 preguntas.
Y repetirla.
Y repetirla, ¿verdad que sí?
Repetirlas.
Pero esto es un trabajo, esto es un trabajo de paciencia, de amor, dedicación. Hay que tener mucha paciencia. A veces hay gente que me escriben en las redes sociales y me dicen a mí, pero que usted tiene tanta paciencia. Sí, es que el que no tiene, el maestro que no tiene paciencia, tiene que dedicarse a otra cosa. Y tiene que ser muy repetitivo. Tiene que repetir mucho lo mismo, lo mismo, y lo mismo, y lo mismo, y lo mismo, para que se le quede algo al estudiante, ¿verdad?
Y no es un idioma para adultos.
Claro. Now, if the question is in present perfect, si la pregunta está en presente perfecto, we report it in past perfect. Fíjense que esta regla es la misma que para el pasado simple. Cuando la pregunta está en, when the question is in simple past, we report it in past perfect, right? Now, when the question is in present perfect, we report it in past perfect too. Si la pregunta está en pasado simple, se reporta en pasado perfecto. Pero si la pregunta está en presente perfecto, también se reporta en pasado perfecto. Can you read that, Melanie?
If the question is in present perfect, we report its past perfect.
Excellent. What has Kim eaten? ¿Qué ha comido Kim? As you can see, this question is in present perfect. Because this question is in present perfect, we are going to report it in past perfect. Ed, Mr. Rest asked me, what Kim had eaten. Listen and repeat. Ed.
What Kim had eaten.
Excellent. Stephanie, what has your father driven? What has your father driven? Report it to me, ladies.
Ladies, Miss Restituyo asked me what my father had dreamed.
Excellent. Me ladies, what has your mother drunk? What has your mother drunk?
Drunk.
Excellent. Now, Melanie, what has your sister written? What has your sister written? Report it to Fatima Veras. Melanie, what has your sister written?
Ay, sorry, le estaba hablando sola. Fátima, Fátima, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Fátima, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister had written.
Excellent. Fatima, what has your husband fixed? What has your husband fixed? Report it to Fatima Almonte.
Okay. Fatima, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my husband had fixed.
Excellent.
Fixed.
Fatima, what has your mother cooked? What has your mother cooked? Report it to Juana.
Juana, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my mother had cooking.
Excellent. Juana, what has your sister eaten? What has your sister eaten? Report it to Luz Daddy.
Luz Daddy, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister had eaten.
Excellent. Luz Daddy, where has your sister gone? Where has your sister gone? Report it to Norma.
Norma, Mr. Restituyo asked me where my sister had gone.
Excellent. Now, Norma, where has your brother been? Where has your brother been? Report it to Cristina Aguilar.
Brother King. Cristina, Mr. Restituyo asked me what?
Where?
Perdón. Where your brother?
No, her brother, your brother. Where my brother?
Where my brother had been.
Excellent.
Eating.
Good. Had been. That's it. Christina, what has your brother driven? What has your brother driven? Report it to Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, Mr. Restituyo asked me what had my brother driven.
Excellent. What my brother had. What my brother had driven.
What?
Now, Elizabeth, what has your sister drunk? What has your sister drunk? Report it to Eddie.
Eddie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister had drawn.
Excellent. Now, Eddie, what has your brother written? What has your brother written? Report it to Jackie.
Jackie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my brother had
written.
Excellent.
Now, Jackie, what has your father bought? What has your father bought? Report it to Cruz.
Cruz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my father had bought.
Excellent. Now, Cruz, what has your sister fixed? What has your sister fixed? Report it to Victor Roman. I think Cruz is busy. Victor, report the question to Jackie. What has your sister bought?
Jackie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what my sister had bought.
Excellent. Take a picture, please. Tomen una foto. May I continue?
Yes.
Rule number 6.
7.
Number 7, yes. ¿Dónde pierdo? ¿Dónde pierdo? So, rule number 7. If the question is in present perfect, progressive, we report it in past perfect progressive. Juana, can you read that? ¿Puede leer eso, Juana?
Is the question is in present perfect progressing, we report it in past perfect progressing.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Juana. What have you been eating? Dice aquí, si la pregunta está en presente perfecto progresivo, la reportamos en pasado perfecto progresivo. What have you been eating? ¿Qué ha estado usted comiendo? Entonces usted reporta luz. Mr. Restituyo asked me what I had been. El been no pueden olvidarlo. Listen and repeat after me. Luz, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I had been eating.
Mr. Restituyo asked me what I had been eating. What I have been
Stephanie, what have you been listening to? What have you been listening to? ¿Qué ha estado usted escuchando?
Mr. Restituyo asked me what I had been listening to.
Excellent. Milady, what have you been watching? What have you been watching? Report it to Melanie. Bueno, mi lady está busy. Melanie,
disculpe, yo lo estaba diciendo. Melanie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what ahí me perdí. What I have been watching.
Excellent. Melanie, what have you been cooking? What have you been cooking? Report it to Jackie.
Jackie, Mr. Restituyo asked me what I had been cooking.
Excellent. Now, take a picture, please. Tome una foto. Nos quedan 5 minutos y en esos 5 minutos vamos a darle una tarea. ¿Ok? Good?
Mueves un poquito.
Good teacher.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ready?
Yes.
Déjenme despedir a las redes sociales para entonces darle la tarea. Pues bien, amigos de TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, ha sido un placer estar con ustedes. Que el Dios Altísimo les continúe bendiciendo a todos rica y abundantemente. Un fuerte abrazo. Les amo a todos en el amor de Cristo. Esto queda grabado en Facebook y en YouTube, así que pueden volver a verlo más adelante.